welcome back. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about a drugstore foundation routine. It's no secret on my channel that I don't use a ton of drugstore products, and I just wanted to explain why really briefly because I feel like that's a reoccurring question, especially with new subscribers. Honestly, when I go to the drugstore and I look at especially foundations, sometimes they're upwards of $20, and I just kind of think to myself, I could spend 5 or 10 more bucks and get a high-end foundation that I really enjoy or that I've been wanting to try recently. And so that's why I don't always incorporate a ton of drugstore products on my channel. However, that doesn't mean that I don't have products that I like from the drugstore. So I'm going to walk you through a little drugstore foundation routine and just show you some of the products that I've tried throughout the years that I really do enjoy. To start out with foundation, I have 3 that I really enjoy. I'm going to start out with lightest coverage to fullest coverage. The lightest one is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Skin Tint. This is exactly what it says. It just tints your skin. It has a nice light coverage to it. It's supposed to have hyaluronic acid in it. And I feel like when I use this, it just makes my face look really healthy and plump. So that's one I really enjoy. The next one I heard is being discontinued, so I'm a little pissed about that. But this was one that a lot of you all know I loved, and I've been using it for about 3 years now. It's the Maybelline Dream Cushion Liquid Foundation. So it's one of the cushion foundations. Has a nice light medium coverage to it, very dewy and glowy. I love this in the summertime. And I just think it gives you kind of like that glass skin look that's really popular right now. So yeah, that was definitely one of my favorites, and I have heard that it's gonna be cut soon. Last but not least is probably the fullest coverage. It's a great dupe for one of my all-time favorite foundations, which is Charlotte Tilbury's Light Wonder. It's the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation. Even the name sounds similar to Light Wonder Foundation. So I wonder if they took inspiration from the Charlotte Tilbury one, because these are so similar. It has a great medium coverage to it, and it just makes your skin look really youthful. If you need a bit more coverage, but you don't want to go overboard, this is a really good option. So let's just go ahead and start. I am going to use Dream Cushion today, even though, I mean, I know that I said, like, I had heard it was being discontinued. Honestly, the only reason I'm using it today is because the Flower Beauty one is too dark for me and the Skin Tint one is too light for me. So if you can still find this in stores, it's still at my Ulta right now. I would definitely recommend it. But if not, L'Oreal does make a cushion foundation that is pretty similar to this one. I prefer the finish of this one a little bit more, but they are pretty similar. So here is a better close-up of what the Dream Cushion foundation looks like. Honestly, I need to test out some more at the drugstore. I think Wet n Wild may have a cushion foundation now, or at least cushion products. I'm just a big fan of those products in general. I think they look super healthy and natural on the skin. So yeah, this is the Dream Cushion foundation. Like I said, if you can still get your hands on it, I think it's worth a shot, because my Walmart, I think, had those on sale for like $5 recently. Moving on to concealer, there is one concealer that has been tried and true for me for years and years and years and years. It's actually one of the first concealers I ever remember seeing at the drugstore, even as a kid, and it's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I just love the formula of this, and I think still to this day it is one of the best ones that I've tried. There are a lot of concealers and powders at the drugstore that I just have not had a good relationship with, and this is just definitely not one of those, because I continuously repurchase this and I always have this product in my stash. So yeah, Maybelline Instant Age Rewind for the double win, because honestly, like, this is one of the oldest concealers on the market, I feel like. So like I said, I've really had a hard time finding powders that look good on my skin at the drugstore. And I think that's because I just like a very minimal, lightweight powder, and it seems like they're all pretty chalky and kind of heavy. I've been recommended the Maybelline Fit Me loose one, and I tried it, but I think I got the lightest shade, and I think it was too light, so that might have thrown me off. But there's one that has been really nice, and I do enjoy using if I'm gonna go for an all drugstore face, and it's actually by Covergirl. It's called their Vitalist Healthy Powder. It's very smooth, but I feel like when I apply it, it doesn't look chalky, or I don't know. Do you guys know what I mean with a lot of drugstore powders? They can just look very like there on your face. So this is one I just like applying really lightly, and it seems to be really smoothing and just doesn't have that typical talky finish to it. This is actually one of my favorite bronzers in general, not just from the drugstore, but it's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It's very smooth on the skin. It's got a great color to it. I have the lighter color. You can also get it, I think it comes in one other darker color. But yeah, this is one that I actually use this, I think, on my wedding day, and I keep it on my desk because it's just a really good color for me, and it applies very, very, very smoothly. I really love a good cream blush, but unfortunately I haven't found any at the drugstore that, honestly, I haven't found any at the drugstore. And I've been to my Ulta, my Walmart, and also my CVS, and I just can't seem to find drugstore cream blushes. So I have two that I really do enjoy from the drugstore. They're just powder blushes. The Milani, obviously, everyone, you know, these are just like classic staples. This one is Luminoso. Everybody loves a good Milani blush. I also love the butter blushes from Physicians Formula, so that goes along with the butter bronzer. Today I think I haven't used Luminoso in a really long time, so I think I'm just going to pop a little bit of that on. This kind of has like a built-in highlighter to it, which is kind of cool too if you you know, aren't really into like the strong highlighter game. If you just apply this blush, kind of has that really luminous effect to it. So yeah, these are really nice. So same thing kind of goes for cream highlighters, as I mentioned with the blushes. I haven't experimented with a lot of those from the drugstore. I have noticed that there are more cream highlights than there are cream blushes, but one product I really love using for a highlighter from the drugstore is this Spotlight Primer from Physicians Formula. It is so just like intense, glowy, in your face. A little goes a long way. So I just like to take a little bit on the back of my hand, and I kind of just blend it out on the back of my hand a bit like this, and take a brush and just lightly apply it across my cheeks. And you can see it just has a nice healthy glow to it. So yeah, it can also be used as a primer. I don't really love using it underneath my makeup. I think it can kind of bring out the pores a little bit more if I just apply it all over my face. But I do love using it just kind of like all over to bring the life back. So that is pretty much it for the drugstore face routine. This is a little bit more of a close-up, very simple, very easy. I'm going to do some brow, some eye, and lip, and come back and just kind of show you what it all looks like finished. All right, so this is the look with everything else on. I just finished off my brows. I'm wearing two Revlon cream eyeshadows. I'll have the colors I use down below, and then a little bit of the NYX Butter Gloss. So very simple look, but I think it looks very high-end, very similar to how I would do my makeup with all of my Charlotte Tilbury products. And I have to be honest, I don't give drugstore products an easy way to go, and that's because, like I said, I just feel like the price keeps going up and up on them. So I'm pretty critical of them, but I feel like everything I use today can just give you a really nice, healthy, natural, luminous look. Let me know if you guys want to see the continuum of this drugstore saga. You're gonna have to let me know what you want me to see, because you guys have to keep me up to date on a lot of the drugstore products. So let me know what you would like to see in another video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.